What's up, everybody? Zach here. This is Archangel Michael. Want to say hi, Michael? No, man, I can't say. No, dude, I'm not saying that. Just fucking with you. Based off Karen. Unbelievable. But very believable. Anyways, woke up with that comment, which is expected. First of really the only one, which is appreciated. Surprising, to be honest with you, but it would be coming, and it's going to be coming more, especially after this one. Almost reminded me of Gran Torino, if you've ever seen that movie. When Clint Eastwood pulled up to save the girl. What did he say? Have you ever come across somebody that you knew you shouldn't have fucked with? That's me. She didn't notice my Z logo. It's a sword, because Z represents the weapon, which is the tongue. Which leads me to the reason for this video. What I've been for a long time guided to do, but hesitant to do for many reasons. The weight of what's really been told to me probably 5 years ago started as a whisper. Anybody knows, not just synchronicities, but energy downloads. Certain thing that would come up, and I knew it in my stomach what they were telling me, but I would push it away. And probably through love, they didn't push it back. And then other things would happen, and blah, blah, blah. But really around August 8th, it all came back very loud and clear. Hasn't stopped, and since I've kept my faith and going forward, regardless of any, doubt, hate, whatever, it's only grown in power. And that's just simply because of faith, because God knows your mind and heart. And that's why this is a pretty important message for people. Think of your heart, where your soul is pulsing. Yeah, it pulses your blood, but what's the other reason? It sends out a pulse, a signal to your Father, who, through that, you can't hide anything. You cannot hide a single thing. And that's why He chooses, based on that, your heart, your intentions. So, what was it? Friday, I had a customer come in here. Lady, heart of gold. Tragically, her son had passed away not long ago. She had actually placed the order first a few months ago. Then that happened. So we postponed it, obviously. And then she came Friday. Anyways, she had about a 3-hour drive. She was kind of in a hurry. I had the feeling, she was meant to be here. But I didn't bring it up. I don't like to push stuff on people anyways. I'm here just to tell my truth. You can believe it or not. Doesn't really matter to me. It only matters that you hear it. But just getting ready to leave the giant 20-foot U-Haul. We are down my driveway, actually down here, because she got several different species. And anyways, of course, she's in the driver's seat, and she's literally says stuff kind of spiritual. And then she briefly mentioned her son for the first time, and that's when the crazy voices start happening. And so I was like, fuck it, you want to hear my story? Yeah, I'd like to. I started, it's 2 minutes in, she's like, hold on, I'm not leaving, I want to hear all this. She gets out of it, we open the back of the U-Haul back up, she sits down. So I tell her everything. When I say everything, I tell her everything that I've already shared, but then I tell her, she was the first person, other than one of my best friends, Luke, that I told, and he knows. A couple other people, but when I told her, she broke down sobbing, I mean, it was all coming out. And she was bawling her eyes out. And she said, "You have no idea how badly I needed to hear those words and what you just said, told me. I've been in a really, really, really dark, bad place. And I'm like, obviously, like anybody would, right? Having a hard time with them. So, you know, they really helped her. And I knew it, I felt it, I saw it, and so did she. So that was the first. And then, as I mentioned in the video after the sound healing ceremony that we did yesterday, about the light healers being attacked, blah, blah, blah. At the end of it, one of them was leaving, another Heart of Gold, and was discussing stuff about different possibilities going on here. She had went around my lake and she saw one of my setups back there and said she felt some energy back there, blah, blah, blah. That's where kind of the journey somewhat began, shamanism and whatnot. So it opened the door to my story. And so she was number 2 anyways, of telling her what I've already told everybody, plus the other thing that I've been told. And same thing, there was emotion and healing. And not only that, many, many synchronicities directly after. She later texted me and told me 2 different things that happened that just blew her mind. Literally, like, words that I said to her within 10 minutes happened. So anyways, kind of sharing that just for anybody to hear it. I'm strongly being guided for this. I was going to kind of sit down and try to make this longer because it's a lot, but that's really back to the point of why I shared the second story of the girl at the healing ceremony. Is one of the things I said to her. I had meant to share that before because it was a great learning experience for me, so I'm sure it'll help many, many others. And that, ooh, look at that feather. Look at that feather. Look at that damn feather. Or am I just losing my fucking mind here? Am I hallucinating? Am I fucking hallucinating? Nah. That's a feather. Falling from the fucking sky. Anyways, she had told me a gift of hers that was starting to open up and different things about it. And long story short, she was saying how, you know, she would discuss it, ask other people what it means, blah, blah, blah. And what I said to her, based on what I went through and learned, is it's okay, yeah, go ask other people. There's great people, advice, help out there. But at the end of the day, God's talking to you. It's you, it's your story. So how in the is somebody else gonna know what he's telling you, right? I made that big mistake a long time ago, and everything is lessons and learning, everything. And it's an important one. Trust your intuition. He's talking to you because you are the singular individual with a unique purpose of its own. Because that pulse that he reads, only you give off that certain one-of-a-kind frequency. So, I'll give you a funny example of that quickly. It's a friend of mine, one of my small business startups that I had, he was wanting to be part of it. And, you know, it was in the midst of the awakening part, I guess you could call it. And he kept on, like, towards the end, whining, blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to talk bad about him, it's just the truth. And multiple times he started asking me about, are you still, like, into that spiritual stuff, blah, blah, blah. And this whole time, like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? And then, long story short, one day he, brazen enough to say, he asked me that. This is in person. He's here. And he goes, are you like still like on that spiritual path? Because if you are, I might just, and then he didn't even finish his words. And it took me a second. I was like, you might what? Like, this is fucking weird. It's my business. I thought of it. I started it. I fucking built it. You're like, you no association with this, bro. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm letting you work for me. Like, what the fuck? So I said in that moment, though, I threw my arms up. Just saw his face. I go, God, I know that you're divine and all-knowing and have a plan and been speaking to me. But so-and-so here has a better idea. Make sense? You just saw his face. It just sums it up. So, anyways, on that point, just trust your own intuition and keep faith. Faith is everything. The Father, your Father, He will close doors, avenues for you where you think everything's failing and falling apart, and put you on very, very thin ice. Why? Because He wants Himself to be the only option. He will do the miraculous, the impossible, so that there's no explanation. It's only Him. Why did Jesus, or who was he called? A shaman? Oh, a seer? Sound fucking familiar? Why did he use mud to heal the blind? Not some kind of medicine or herbs, you know what I mean? He used mud because that showed it was God, Creator, the Father, the fucking Father, okay? So, yeah, with that, it's just, there's a blue heron, if you can see that or not. So I got a video of it this morning on the Torii Gate right now. Torii Gate represents the gateway to heaven. And the blue heron is a holy bird. I'll turn the camera back, hopefully you can see it as she starts to fly away. I got a slow motion video of it this morning. But a few things that I'll share that began to be whispered to me and told to me. These parts started like 2022. Would be my name. What's the letter Z? Because a lot of customers start calling me Z. Hey, you mind if I call you Z? And so then the downloads came for me to literally research that. And I did, and it means, again, weapon. So it's the tongue. That's why my Z logo is a shield. Here she's getting ready to go. Yep. And then, after many other things, what was I told? Oh, let's look like my downloads from God, who I have fucking pictures of. Which, by the way, also, not everybody sees it all. That's fine. But a quick, easy point is like some of my bird pictures and stuff, how the smoke, especially, everybody sees them. You see the spirit chief, Michael, with the selfie. Everybody sees that. It's like everybody constantly talks about that. So if you see one, clear as day, yeah, you might not see them all. You know, again, that's more or less it's for me. But since this is a little different, it's also to show you, just like the fire videos, what's really going on. And that's just the beginning, is what I'm told. I'm also told, like, what they've been telling me. I can tell or not, doesn't matter, because He's going to reveal in His own divine timing, in own way. And all I can say is that timing is fucking near. Yeah, look at that. Dove feather. Clearly the angels are happy right now, because this is what they've been telling me to do. anyways, another 2022, 2023. Which download? What's your name mean? Look at the meaning of your name. Holy fuck. God remembers, the Lord remembers. Why the fuck are you telling me that? He works like it's, I don't know, the Bible says or whatever, mysterious ways, right? But it's not, it's mysterious, but it's perfect fucking chaos of love that you do not understand at the beginning, but when it comes to the end, you're so fucking thankful. Like Karen. Karen didn't know I was already fucking armed for that shit. Well, 3-4 years ago, child custody battle, and they didn't order me to do this. I chose to do this because the